I've always liked the idea of a 200 kilo squat, but that's all it's ever been, an idea. I can't even say I've trained properly for it. My best squat was probably 140, kind of, years ago. And now it's December 2025. I'm the oldest I've ever been. I'm 37. I'm detrained. I'm coming off an illness. I've had a couple of weeks off. My shoulder feels like it's held together by hope more than anything else. And I'm going on holiday in a few weeks. So naturally, it's the perfect time to start a project, have a new goal, right? I'm reluctant to even put this out there because honestly, it feels like everything I dislike about modern life. You know, everybody's recording themselves. It's all me, me, me. But who really cares what you're doing? Because I know I don't. And I can't imagine other people even care what I'm doing. But I do think there's something to be said about saying things out loud, putting things out to the universe. If I tell the world, if I put it out there that I want a 200 kilo squat, then at least I'm accountable for it. And worst case scenario is I get closer to that goal than if I kept it to myself. So for context, I train alone in Northumberland. I'm 37. I'm not very fit. I'm not very strong. And I've trained on and off since my teens, like a lot of people do. Never really being consistent enough to see proper progress. But I feel I know my way around my body and the barbell now, somewhat anyway. So I thought I'd document something here, my training. Nothing flashy, nothing exciting, just me and the barbell. And I'm not even sure why, if I'm honest. I think I'm just bored and I need a project. I need something to give my training a little bit of direction. On the outside, I'm pretty normal, let's say. Work, wife, dog, kids, no social life, antisocial, miserable, you know, the usual. And like I said, I hate in-your-face YouTube stuff. And I'm definitely not here to coach anyone. I don't even feel like I've got anything useful to tell anybody. I've got no tips, no tricks, unless you want to know how to be inconsistent, procrastinate, and have lots of excuses. This is more like, I'm here, I'm lifting, watch it if you want. Warming up is half the battle here in Northumberland, especially in December. So we do a little bit of bike, we do some half-arsed kettlebell swings, I think they are, and a few squats. And don't forget the shoulder prehab. Then the squats. You know, we have this 200 kilo squat dream. I need to know where I'm at. So today I end up with 8 sets, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, and 1.5 for a single. Honestly, not too bad. I was braced, I was expecting worse. And then we have some pistol squat variations. As I get older, I'm actually valuing body weighted and unilateral work more than ever. It really shows exactly where you're weak, where your mobility's lacking, things like that. The plan's pretty simple. Lower the box and increase the reps as we go. Nothing crazy. Then we move back to the barbell. We go to good mornings, and these have been really, really good after squats lately. Really hit the hamstrings and posterior chain, and I never really pushed the weight on them, to be fair, but I hope they progress as we go through this cycle of squats, let's say. Then we do some hanging leg raises. Good for the grip, the core, the hip flexors. Simple, easy, seem useful to me, so why not? And then lately at the end of sessions, we've been doing a little bit of stretching. I've been enjoying couch stretch, butterfly, weighted stretches, and then just a little bit of time sitting in the squat, and then we're done. Back into the cold, wet Northumberland air, and that's day one. We're weak, we're broken, and we're starting again. But this time we've got an aim of 200 kilos, and we'll see where it goes.